Billiam, and we are the Digi-Dudes! Alright, this week's episode is a really fun one. It's What If the Powerpuff Girls Had Digimon Partners?
I'm really excited for this.
So, let's run an intro and we'll get right into it.
Bye, guys.
Like we said, this is What If the Powerpuff Girl characters had Digimon partners. This was requested a lot by somebody in the comments on a bunch of different videos. We happen to be Powerpuff Girl fans.
Yeah.
So when I saw the comments, like, yeah, we absolutely are going to do that episode. It took us a little bit of time because we wanted to match each character with a good Digimon fit.
And not just by colors.
And not just by picking things that we thought would look cool together, because the way it works in Digimon is your partner is supposed to be somebody who could either complement you as a person or bring out something better in you. So that's what we tried to do with the matching the Digimon to the Powerpuff Girl characters. We want to have somebody who could either complement that character or
bring out the better in them.
Exactly, or bring out something better. A good example of a character who can be brought out better is Joe from Digimon Adventure. Gomamon is a very outgoing and confident Digimon, and Joe is not. So Gomamon helps Joe come out of his shell and be the strong person that Gomamon knows he can be. And that's a good example of a Digimon helping to bring out the best in its tamer. Or there's just a Digimon that can match them, like Tai and Agumon. They're great personality matches for each other. They work so well as a team together.
My particular favorite Powerpuff Girl characters are the Rowdyruff Boys.
And we're going to get to them. All right. Now that we've done our explanations here, we're going to be getting right into it. And we're going to be starting with
Blossom!
We're going to start with Blossom here. So, for Blossom, it was really tough to pick somebody. We really struggled for a long time going back and forth.
There's a few of these were really hard. They were pretty hard.
Because we were trying to stick with, can they complement or bring something out better? And we ended up going with complementing. So for Blossom, we chose to go with Hawkmon.
They both. Actually, I'm not good at this. You do it.
So we went with Hawkmon because Hawkmon's personality really fits to match Blossom's personality. He's a very polite, studious Digimon who doesn't really break the rules or anything like that. And that really fits Blossom as a character.
Yeah.
And we thought worked really well.
Because, a lot of scenes in the show with Blossom, whenever in school, she's always, the good girl. Always following all the rules, you'll see
Bubbles might be a little bit more a little too silly.
And then you might see Buttercup pushing someone, because I remember that happening where Buttercup was just being a bully.
Yeah, Buttercup's not always the nicest.
Well, Bubblecup is not the nicest.
So then now we're going to be going over to Bubbles. And as we know, Bubbles is a very fun, outgoing, and loving character. So I went with this one. Was instantly, as soon as I started thinking of Bubbles, I instantly thought of this Digimon because it really complements her personality a lot and her whole vibe. And we went with Manzemon X.
Just look at him. He's so cute.
Exactly.
He's probably trying to put him up on the screen.
They're all
cute.
Of course, yes. They're all on the screen. They are is adorable. It is a perfect fit for Bubbles, and there was no other Digimon that I could possibly think of for this.
I'm pretty sure they would like snuggling with each other.
I think they would be snuggling all the time. As we go through this, guys, if you have a different suggestion, please let us know down in the comments. If you thought maybe Blossom should have a different Digimon, let me know. If you think Bubbles should have a different Digimon besides Manzemon X, let us know down in the comments, because I'd love to hear your opinions on who these characters should have as partners also. And then now we're going to go to Buttercup. our personal favorite character.
Well, I like the Rowdyruff Boys more, but out of the three...
out of the Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah.
She's personally my favorite character, period.
Out of the three Powerpuff Girls, Buttercup is my favorite.
Now, Buttercup, I knew immediately, again, who should be Buttercup's partner.
Impmon.
Impmon fits Buttercup so well.
Like a little bit of a bully, like pretty strong, I'd say.
Impmon embodies basically what I feel like Buttercup is. Like,
and they both really like fighting, you know?
Yeah, they enjoy a good fight. They're sarcastic. They're both toe the line of being a little too rough, a little too bad, but also good at the same time. So Buttercup goes with Impmon.
If there's like a good list, I put her like the gray area, like kind of good, kind of bad. You know what I mean?
Now we're gonna be going with Bliss. If you guys don't know who Bliss is,
I thought we were going to do the professor first.
First Bliss, then Professor.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Bliss is a Powerpuff Girl.
So if you don't know who Bliss is their older sister who was established in the later Powerpuff Girls show. Because if you guys don't follow Powerpuff Girls, there was the original show from when I was a kid. Then they added to it. It's not a remake. It just picks up from the old show left off and added to it that they made a few years back. And Bliss was established as their older sister who's been out in space fighting crime and helping people. And for Bliss, I really struggled to find a Digimon that would be good for Bliss.
I also really like the scene where him takes over Bliss, which I know that you don't remember that episode, but it was a really good episode. If you know what episode I'm talking about, comment down below. Where him takes over Bliss. It's a really cool episode.
So, like we said, we really struggled to find somebody for Bliss, but then as soon as I found the Digimon, it was instantly the right Digimon for Bliss. And we went with, I'm going to butcher the name right now, Archai Anjumon. They're here on the screen. It's a newer Angel Digimon. But I think it's Archai Anjumon. It's what it's pronounced as. Or Archai Anjumon. Again, names butchering it. They're there. You see them. So if you guys aren't familiar with this Digimon, or in general, I'll also state that if you guys aren't familiar with the Digimon lore, there's a hierarchy of Angel Digimon and Demonic Digimon, and they're part of different armies that constantly battle against each other. And this Digimon is at the same ranking as Holy Anjumon and Anjumon, and they have a army of Anjumons, Pedomons, and other holy Digimon that they are in charge of for battle. But this Digimon in particular, is focuses on defensive because they're always looking out to protect their soldiers, like their angels that they are part of their group, their army here. That's one of the reasons why I chose this Digimon for her, because they're always there to protect them. He's looking out for them and to support them in any way they can, more so than some of the other higher-ranking Angel Digimon. And that's why I chose her for Bliss, because basically this Digimon gives off a big sibling vibe, a big sister vibe, or it's actually a male Digimon, but a big brother vibe, that they're looking out and protecting the Pedomons and the Anjumons there, just like Bliss looks out and protects her younger sisters too. Now we're going to be jumping over to the Professor,
which is at the end of the phone.
And originally I had a different Digimon for the Professor, and I was thinking about it more, and I found the perfect Digimon for them. And DeviDude immediately agreed with me.
Yeah.
So it's the Professor. He's a scientist. He's always doing his experiments.
And he's really goofy too.
And he is kind of on the goofier side. So for the Professor,
in the new show,
he is more goofier in the new show. So for the Professor, we went with Terriermon Assistant. So if you guys don't know who this Digimon is, it's a Terriermon variant where he's a lab assistant. So what better Digimon for the professor than the lab assistant Digimon? Terriermon assistant. And Terriermon's, originally I kind of thought of going with Professor Agumon for him as his partner, but Terriermon matched the energy that the professor had.
Like the funny and...
Exactly. He's a little more goofy, not as serious, and Professor Agumon's a little bit more serious, and I felt like this was a better fit.
Get your math right, kids! Or else!
Now we're going to be going to the Rowdyruff Boys. If you guys don't know who the Rowdyruff Boys are, they are basically evil Powerpuff Girls.
They were originally created by Mojo Jojo, but in 4 seasons later, they got brought back by him. And then just kept on showing on as a regular character for the rest of season 5 and 6.
Yeah, so like DeviDude says, they were created by Mojo Jojo to fight the Powerpuff Girls. Evil boys to fight the good girls.
To fight fire with fire!
And then when they were defeated, they eventually got destroyed. Then him brought them back to life and gave them a power boost, too.
Yeah, because Sir Wimpy Kisses now will make them stronger.
Yeah, because that was the original way they defeated them, is kisses from the girls defeated the boys.
Because the mayor's assistant said that the one fear that a boy had was being nice. That's all she actually said, but if you watch the episode, you all know what she was talking about now.
So we're going to be going with Brick first. He's the red one, and Brick is a bully. He is meaner than the other ones.
He is selfish and thinks of him as better than everyone else.
So for him, I went with Bombermon. Because Bombermon loves... Oh, yeah. He's very destructive. He loves breaking and destroying things.
Oh, Brick is extremely destructive.
Exactly. So Bombermon seemed like a really good fit for him, because Bombermon is all about his explosions and destroying things and breaking things, and he enjoys taking his little controllable bombs he has that kind of look like spiders, and then sending them out and attaching them to other Digimon or people and having them explode on them. Sometimes it explodes them, or sometimes it just explodes and hurts them like a bad prank, basically. And that's why I chose him to match with Brick, because it really gave that same vibes.
The most violent out of all the three, because all of his games are used when they come back from him, he's basically just He's basically, all these games are really just torturing the girls. And, one of them was and then he really says, let the bludgeoning begin. He's really so crazy.
Alright, so DeviDude, what's the next Rowdyruff Boy we got here?
Butch!
So, we got Butch. Butch is the green one.
He's goofy, silly, crazy, and still destructive.
So, for him, I went with Dracumon. Because Dracumon is all about playing pranks. He will go to any length to play a prank on somebody. It's even said that he went to spray paint the faces of the 4 Holy Beast Digimon. We don't know if he actually accomplished it in the Digimon lore, but in the official guidebooks and the official bio for him, he says he's even planning to pull a prank on the Royal Knights. So this guy will go to any lengths to pull a prank, good or bad, doesn't matter, and thought it fit him really well. And that whole mischievous prankster, gonna mess with the good guys type of vibe.
Yeah. So now the last one we have
for the Rowdyruff Boys, at least.
For the Rowdyruff Boys, is Boomer. He's kind of dumb, and he gets bullied a lot by a Brick.
Yeah,
you always see him slapping him and stuff like that, and making fun of him, and until like whenever like he says something, it sounds dumb, and then like whenever like and then he says the same thing, and then he says like it sounds cool when he says it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's considered to be the dumb one of the three. He gets bullied and pushed around by the others a lot, and
especially
Brick. So for him, I wanted to go with more of a sillier Digimon for him. It's less of bringing out the best and more of just kind of matching that silly energy, but not in a good way.
They could just be like silly in both ways.
So we went with. So for him, we went with Omekamon, which Omekamon, if you don't know his lore, is that he is from a certain computer his data is from. If you look at his design closely, you can tell he resembles a Lego man. So he's basically made from the data of the Lego factory's computers. But he doesn't know his own backstory or personality. So what he decided to do is he chose a popular Royal Knight Digimon that people like a lot and mimic them because they figured they would like him then. And that's what Omekamon's whole backstory is. He's not very intelligent. He's not very well liked in the digital world. He uses his pen that's on his back as like a rocket, and it shoots like ink at it, other Digimon, which annoys them and upsets them. So that's why we went with Omekamon for, I forget his name right now. Boomer. For Boomer.
Yes.
And then
Boomer is really sick.
We're gonna go with the Mayor! Because the Mayor's a fun character.
Yeah, he's funny.
I like the Mayor.
Yeah,
he's funny.
And I can't wait until we start getting through the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. So for the Mayor...
I got a good expression that I would like to show you guys once we
impression,
get to that
you
character.
mean?
Yeah, that's what I said. Impression.
You said expression.
No, I said impression.
You guys let me know down in the comments.
I said impression! I said it 4 times already!
Okay, so we go with the Mayor. The Mayor was... It was hard at first, but as soon as I found this Digimon, instantly clicked. So this is not a Digimon that's matching the Mayor's energy. This is a Digimon that's going to bring out the best in the Mayor.
It's basically the Mayor's assistant.
Exactly. As soon as I read and was going over their personality and character bios and stuff, I'm like, this matches the Mayor's assistant perfectly on what's going to be and what it's going to be like. So this is Queen Chessmon. Queen Chessmon is the most powerful of the Chessmon Digimon and is there to help support the king, who's in the bio not very strong, cowardly, and not the most intelligent, fitting the Mayor's personality perfectly and matching with his assistant. So basically it is the Mayor and assistant's dynamic, but with a Digimon partner instead. And it fit perfectly.
Yeah, perfect.
Next Digimon we are going with is...
Fluffy!
Yeah, I'm not Digimon. I'm saying next Powerpuff character is...
Fluffy! Get my property! By the way, that's not the only impression that I have. I got other impressions that I want to show you.
So, Fluffy, his main aspect and characteristic is the fact that he gets crazy angry, explosively angry. He turns red and more monstrous. So, I honestly just played off of that.
Like, in the first episode, he gets so angry when people are trying to return his stuff, and he says, "Get off my property!"
So I basically just kind of matched that and went with Volcamon. With that volcano on its back, when it gets angry and it gets worked up, the volcano on his back explodes. He literally becomes explosive and matches Fluffy's personality in that aspect. The two of them have extreme anger issues. They can sit there together, hang out, and then get mad at everything around them.
Like, get off my property! Get off my property! Get off my property, YouTube!
Now, the next character
is Princess.
And I went back and forth a little bit on her, on who should be her partner.
Prince Mamimon.
But then, yeah, we settled on Prince Mamimon X. X in particular is because it's the more handsome version and really kind of matches her energy. They both want to be royalty. They both decided they're going to use their wealth and power to just call themselves a prince and princess. And that's what it is.
Seriously,
So,
like, once time, like, a princess really bought Townsville.
Yeah, that's her whole thing. She's super rich. And she just buys whatever she wants to make things happen. Yeah. And then she just uses money to manipulate people and things.
Yeah.
So now the next character is somebody we cannot talk Powerpuff Girls without talking about this character.
Mojo,
Jojo!
I will destroy you and then you will be destroyed. And then you will never be seen again. And then you will be gone. And then I can rule the world because there will no one to stop me. Because I am Mojo.
So
that's really how he talks.
I know, it's a very good Mojo Jojo impression. So for Mojo Jojo, instant vibe for me. Instantly thought this Digimon's going to be it. And we're going with Vademon. Vademon fits Mojo Jojo really well. Not just because they both have giant brains, but they're both scientists. They both like to create. They both use a lot of weapons. They don't fight directly a lot of the times. Like Mojo Jojo's always got his giant robots he's building and stuff. Vademon's got his laser guns he uses and things like that. I feel like the two of them would hang out in the lab together. They'd invent some weapons and go attack Townsville together and have a grand old time trying to take over the world and defeat the Powerpuff Girls together.
Destroy them all. Okay, let's see what's the next one. Now we have the Gangrene Gang.
Now the Gangrene Gang, I went with them as a whole and not individual characters.
Because most of them aren't really that different.
Exactly. So I kind of just picked some Digimon in general that fits their whole vibe. That if the Gangrene Gang and these Digimon were all hanging out together, they wouldn't be out of place and they'd all seem to really enjoy it. The only one who got their own specific Digimon
is their leader.
Because he is the only character who has a real personality that stands out.
And the only one that's not really dumb.
Yeah, so for their Digimon, I went with a combination of Sukamons, Chumon, Numemon, Nannymon, and then for their leader, went with Dunamon. I'm tripping over my words. What's his name?
The guy who's a robot poop who transforms into a cool robo ninja. Is that one?
Yeah, that guy. These guys. You see him. Dundum. I can't get it out. I'm sorry, dudes. I just can't get his name out. You guys see who he is. He's the Mecha Poop that turns into the Mecha Ninja and looks really cool because he does have his moments where the leader of the Gangrene Gang isn't just this silly character. He has his moments where he's conniving, he's scheming. He has another side that you can see.
Like, he once tricked to, like, Buttercup and, like, almost... And I use that to almost, like, destroy them.
Now, the last character we have here is...
him!
Yeah, it's him. A very controversial character in Powerpuff Girls. Some people like him, some people don't. I really like him as a character. He is hands down the most evil of any of the characters in Powerpuff Girls. Exactly.
Like, one of the episodes, like, it's not actually real, but, like, this is, like, a daydream or something of, like, what they think what happens.
Oh, I remember we just watched this episode a few days ago.
And, if the Powerpuff Girls leave to go on vacation, him really, like, straight away just takes over Townsville, like, tortures everyone, like, everything is destroyed, everyone is old, everyone is hurt and badly.
So basically the premise of the episode is that him has them under, they're asleep, and he creates a nightmare for them, that where if Powerpuff Girls left Townsville for a vacation, but they ended up disappearing for an extended period of time, what would happen to Townsville? And basically, just the most horrible situations would possibly happen. And it was him just showing and tormenting the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, he's really straight evil. Like basically showing what he would, what he would do if they were gone. Just like, destroy everything and put everyone in immortal sadness and torture.
Exactly. So for him, we literally just instantly knew what Digimon we should be using.
Paimon.
And Paimon. Paimon is one of the most sadistic and evil Digimon there is.
And also, it is shown in multiple episodes where him has like a lot of pizzazz, a lot of razzle dazzle, and the Clownmon also kind of has that about it. Piedmon also has that about it.
Piedmon has a flair for the dramatic, just like him does, but at the same time is also evil, malicious, manipulative, just like him is. So we really fit.
Him really went through all the trouble of just tormenting the Powerpuff Girls with that nightmare.
Exactly. We instantly thought it was a perfect fit for them.
Yeah.
So that is our matchup in our list for Powerpuff Girls with Digimon partners. Like I said earlier in the video, I want to know from you guys if you guys agree with our picks, if you like our picks, and if you have a different idea. Let us know. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think and say about this, who each guy should end up with.
No! Just let know.
Hey, Jojo, some stop it! Just subscribe already.
I don't even know what's happening over here. But if you enjoy what we're doing here, make sure you gigablast that like button.
And touch the subscribe button down below.
It helps us out so much. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who watches, likes, comments, subscribes. You guys are all absolutely awesome. Speaking of awesome, thank you so much to all of our YouTube members and Patreon supporters. You guys are absolutely legends over here. You guys are so great. If you want to help support the channel, please just go down right below the screen there and hit the join button. And you could join our YouTube members where you get different perks like different emojis and Digi-Dudes tags. Plus, you get early access. You can get early access to our videos, access to our Discord group, join our world Digimon guild there. Join the Digi-Dudes guild and world. There's lots of fun you can do. Same thing with the Patreon. Link is down in the description for the Patreon there. Perks are the same, guys. Whatever platform you want to help support us with, we greatly appreciate it.
Also, I'm pretty sure him was trying to tell everybody to subscribe, but it's kind of sounding weird because him always like changes between those two voices with a.
Where it's very high pitched and
But yeah, I think it was trying to warn us or something. No, everybody subscribe!
Oh, that's so dumb.
Alright, I hope you guys have a great time. I hope you enjoyed this video. We've had a blast making it and picking up the characters. It was a lot of fun for us. As always, from me, my family, to you. Have a Digi-tastic day!
Oh, okay. I'm supposed to do this.